everyone, welcome to another installment of the Funny Pajamas Otaku edition. Now, I've been putting up haul videos and unboxing, so I thought I'd do something a little different. I'm trying out, dipping my toes in this field, and I thought I'd do a manga review. Now, this particular series that I am reviewing is just a 5-volume series, so it's short. It's something nice that you can easily sink your teeth into. It's something that's easy to get into. Since it's only 5 volumes, it's easy to collect and it's extremely fun. I am of course talking about Astra, Lost in Space. Now, I had heard a whole lot about this series and I decided to give it a shot because after all it was 5 volumes. I thought why not? It should be interesting. I did expect to enjoy this manga, but I straight on to tell you, I did not think I'd enjoy it this much. Now we kick off with our 9 main characters. They are going to a camping trip. There are 8 teens and one 10-year-old kid, and basically this is set way into the future when humanity, space travel is commonplace. So these kids are going for their planet camp. So basically they'll be dropped off at the planet, on a planet where they'll be camping, and they have to learn stuff, how to survive and stuff like that, like a basic camping trip. But except it's on a planet several light years away. So they are all gathered, they go set off. Then once they land on the planet, the adults leave them and they go off, and then the students have to start, setting up camp and stuff. But just before they do, this mysterious glowing orb turns up and it sucks them into it, and they are spat out into space, around 5,000 light years away from their original location. Now these kids, luckily they've got their suits, somehow managed to survive. Luckily for them, there's a spacecraft that is abandoned and empty and floating around nearby. So they manage to climb aboard, and basically the entire premise is how they make their journey from this desolate place 5,000 light years away from their home planet back home. So once they enter this ship, they find out that the communication system is down, and they seem to have enough fuel, but they have a shortage of food and other resources. So they're in a jam. So they come up with the idea of doing planet hopping, going from planet to planet, collecting as much as resources as they need on each planet, on each habitable planet with water and food resources, and then sort of planet hopping all the way back home. During the course of this, it's found out that one of them is an imposter, and they soon seem to find that they all have certain similarities, and that the fact that they were spat out into space, a conspiracy theory comes to light, thinking that maybe someone's trying to off them, kill them. And then there's a theory that there's someone in the group of students. One of them is actually an imposter, is actually sent there with nefarious intentions. So, but as straight off the bat, we don't know who it is, and straight off the bat they set the intrigue, the whole thing, the whole mystery surrounding who is the imposter. And throughout the series, now there is an anime adaptation. I, for once, full disclosure, have not seen the anime adaptation. I do plan to watch it sometime in the future, not right now. Right now I've got lots of stuff, so I do plan to watch it sometime, but I'm talking straightly with respect to the manga. Now the in the manga, so they band together, they realize they need to work together if they need to survive. So all this while one of them is an imposter, they set it aside, and then they move further ahead from planet to planet. And as they go, they come across varying diversity of animals, aliens, plants, environments, vegetation, stuff like that, and they have lots of adventures together. Now, straight off, you'd think, okay, it's like a convenient plot device that there was this abandoned ship there. But the way the author, the mangaka, has written the story and done it, everything works out. Everything is there for a reason. And man, I gotta tell you about the plot twist. The plot is just, you come across the first plot twist and you're like, oh, wow. And then after that, it doesn't even stop. It keeps coming. More and more plot twists keep coming. More revelations, more insight as to why they are there. And as we go through this journey with these characters on this ship that they have called Astra, we get to know them. Each of them grows in their own way. Massive character development for each character. Now the main character is, I'd say you would say was Kanata. We connect with each individual. Each character grows so much by such leaps and bounds, and you get to know each of them. It's hard to think that one of them is an imposter. So throughout you're guessing, oh, I like all of them. I don't want one of them to be the bad guy. So, but all the plot threads that they add, all the plot twists, they resolve each other perfectly. They give you a really satisfactory ending. And as such, that's what makes this a 9 out of 10 manga series for me. Now, I don't know whether I'll be giving scores for further manga series going further down. But for now, let's say this I give a 9 out of 10. Oh, and I totally forgot. While you're here, if you haven't done so already, smash that beautiful like button and that beautiful red subscribe button. Become a subscriber to my channel if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post something new. So as I said, if you are into manga or if you're just starting out, I definitely give Astra Lost in Space a chance. It is an amazing, it is a really fun ride. It is not too text heavy, at the same time not too illustrative. I do believe this is the first time this mangaka has one series previously published, and this is the first time he tries out in the sci-fi genre. And this is an amazing sci-fi adventure mystery, and it's fun. The humor lands all the time. You get to love all the characters, each one with their quirks, and you identify with them. On the whole, I definitely recommend this. And if you enjoyed this little review that I gave, why don't you let me know down in the comment section below. Should I do more? For longer running series, I am planning to do a 3-volume, review. So let me know if I should do more of these in the comment section down below. If you have series or stuff that you think I should give a shot, that I should read. I'm pretty much a fledgling in the manga tube committee and a community, sorry. I'm pretty much new to manga collecting and I'm enjoying this hobby. It's really fun. So let me know, give me recommendations. I'd love to hear from you guys, because hearing from you always makes my day. If you want to contact me on Twitter, hit me up on Twitter at Mercy_D. Don't forget my Instagram at Mercy_SD. Check out the Funny Pajamas Facebook page at Funny Pajamas. You can always contact me on email simply on mercy@funny-pajamas.com. My email is currently up on the screen. So I'd love to hear from you guys, but that's all I have for you right now. Let me know. I want to grow. I want to learn more with you guys and interact with you guys. Hit me up. It makes my day. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's all I have for you right now. This is Mercy signing out. Bye. Have a good one.